Yay. How do I get rid of this thing? Seriously? How do I close this? Wonder why it won't go away. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted, people. You know, you'd think I would get this now. No, not quite, but it's okay. Alright, it still doesn't get me into the other things. Sorry, anybody that's on already. I apologize. I just don't know why. Okay, I'm in this. Maybe if I push that, it'll go out. Nope. Nope. Hey, Wilson. Hey, Dawn. What did I say? I don't think I said I was cussing. So, what I'm trying to do. Hey, Kenny. So in Streamlabs, when you want to schedule something, you just press the little schedule thing, and a calendar thing pops up, and you do the scheduling, and then how do I get back to the main screen where I see what's going on and I can zoom in and out? That's what I'm trying to find out. Oh, yeah, I'm irritated. No, that's not what I wanted either. That is not what I wanted either. Nope. No, I don't have any questions. Now I've got this to get off. Why me? I don't want this. That's what I wanted. Why didn't you show me that before, for crying out loud? I clicked on that before and it wouldn't do that, so I'm really irritated. Okay. Sorry. I'm here, I promise. Now I can zoom in and out. I really ought to like write down what the controls are. Okay, so you see that? I was able to, with my husband's help, figure out how to raise the camera. The problem was that the camera, what do you call it? Cable was shorter than I needed it. I mean, I needed it to be longer. It was too short. So he got another cable and hooked it onto that, and voila, now I have my taller interesting. I dare not push anything else. I'm trying to see the chat, but it won't show me the chat, so. Whoa, how did it zoom in again? Oh. That's confusing. Okay. I certainly appreciate y'all's patience. I really do. I'm gonna like be done with this in a minute. I'm just one of those people that will keep working at something and working at something until I've exhausted all my resources. And then I finally give up. I guess that's called being stubborn. Anyway, I do apologize though. So how's everybody's day going? Or afternoon? Depending on who you are. Who you are. That doesn't, that's not really what I wanted either. But that is, yay! I don't know what happened to the camera. I've got it really tall, and something I did, of course, messed that up too. Well, anyway, here we are. I can't see you because I can't see the chat. I'll see you in a second. I thought I'd show you first what I got for my birthday, and then I would get going on that. Finishing it up. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. Okay, great. Now I can see everybody's comment. All right. Yes. I know you're teasing. Don't be telling all my dark secrets. Hey, Rinka. Oh, cool, Rinka. That's awesome. Yep. Well, I started early because I need to leave at 11. I'll leave the stream at 11. And so I started early today. I tried to put in a scheduled thing. What was it, about an hour, maybe 30 minutes, just to heads up. But anyhow, okay, so for my birthday, this one is a birthday present to myself. So, I did a flip of it, and I tried, oh my goodness, I edited that thing so much. Because I was trying to get a little text across the top. But anyhow, I did a flip. Now, at first, when I saw this, I was at my kitchen table, and apparently the light's not that great in there. And I opened the book, and I say, why are the pages so yellowy? I don't want that. I think I'll send it back. But let me wait a minute. Let me open it up and see. So I sat down here at my desk I've got all kinds of light going, and it's still kind of a ivory color. I mean, y'all know. But then I got out another book that I have. Oh, it's right there. Nightfall. And it's got that same paper. And I said, okay, yeah, I can deal with that. So I'm keeping it. I really do like the pictures, and there's 22 new ones in it, so that's cool. Then, thank you. Oh, your birthday was yesterday? Oh, happy birthday to you, too. Hey, Penny. Something that my sister got me were these little holder things. Now, I've got those little holder things from the Artex deal, but you put it in here and it's just gonna fall over like that. And so then you have to kind of put everything in a certain way so they won't, but they still wiggle. And I saw these on Amazon, and I said, that's it. And look, I can move these. They wiggle a little bit, but not too much. They don't come out. And these little, so you got the bigger holes for, I mean, you can fit a whole Posca marker in there, or pen. And you can put one of those in there. It's acrylic paint pen. Put a glitter marker in there. And the pencils can go in that spot or that spot. You wouldn't want them in the middle because that's not big enough. Anyway, these things can be used for all sorts of things, not just. Look at that. Am I still going? Did I freeze? Okay. I don't know. My end froze, so I'm not sure what happened there. Anyhow, you can use these for anything, and there's a ton of them on Amazon. But I think this one was the best per one. It was 15 for 3, 14 for 3, something like that. Instead of 10 for 1, so I thought that was a better deal, and I can use these for a lot of stuff. And I'm trying to put my pencils back in here, but the thing that I like the most about it is that it's just quick. You don't have to do some kind of special arrangement like in the other one. And you can just poke them in there and they're not going to fall out. So I like that. Anyhow, I put that in the description. I'm not an Amazon affiliate. I just wanted y'all to have that link. And let's see. I got another pair of these. These are called bone conduction. Bone conduction earbuds. And this part right here goes the bone that's, I guess, right in front of your ear. And then you can hear everything around you while still able to hear your whatever you're playing. So those are cool. There's a lot of different ones. I didn't put a link in there. Because these range in price all over the map. So these I think were $25-$30. And then the last thing, look, I got some Neo colors. I'm so excited. This of course is just a 15, but I thought, well, if I like them enough, I can start collecting. Anyhow, I was excited about that. Okay. Come on, Shaky, don't do that. All right, I think that's it. Oh, and the wristband. That didn't cost too much. I wanted one that looked kind of like Galaxy. It's not quite Galaxy looking, but I mean, it is enough, so, yeah. Oh, the Neo colors are beautiful when they're new. Yeah. My parents bought me some ice cream. So I had some of that, like a naughty girl. But, you know, it's my birthday. Now back to this. Oh, would you like to know what age I am now? I really don't mind people knowing. Hey, why don't you guess? If you guess above, that's okay. I won't hold it against you or anything. Throw out a guess if you want. It's all right. It's all right. Nobody's gonna try it. 36. 35 to 40. Kenny, I think you probably know my age already, but thank you. I like that. When I didn't have a lot of gray hair, people thought I was younger than I actually was, which I liked a lot. But now, I think my age might go with my hair now, or my hair goes with my age. Depends on what part of my hair. If I lift my hair up in the front, you can see all sorts of gray, white, and silver. Okay, Penny. All right. Oh, you don't? Okay. Well, I turned 55. Dawn, you're 59. Oh, yeah. My father-in-law has this joke that you can switch the numbers around. So when I was 54, I could be 45, you see. But now that I'm 55, it doesn't work. So, oh, good. All right. So you're 1 year older, Penny, and yeah, Wilson. Oh yeah, and tomorrow is mine and Steve and mine anniversary. We'll be married 34 years. So excited about that. Sometimes I actually forget how many years, because after 30 years it all was like a bunch together, and time just flew so fast. I go, is it 34, 35? Is it 33? I don't know. That's 34. We were married in 89. Okay. Oh, that was your guess. Well, that's fine. 34 years, that is an accomplishment. Congrats. Thank you. Penny, no, 65? Wow. So I'm a baby to you then. When I was through the years, no matter what age I was, I always felt like in some groups the baby, and other groups the mom or the grandmom age, and it was kind of frustrating because I felt like I didn't belong or in a group or anything, which is silly, but you think about these things sometimes. Am I focused well enough? All right, whoop, nope. There we go. I think that's good. Just crawls and I'm just a baby. Yes, that's okay. That's okay. We love you. We love you. I started this on Tuesday, and I labored way too long on this thing. And I was trying to get to a spot where I was satisfied. This, you won't believe how many layers of color and paint and whatnot is on top of that. I just got it to a point and I said, there's zero I can do. I can't do anything else. So I'm just going to move on. And that's what I did. I don't know if y'all have had this same experience. You can tell me. When I use the polychromos on different spots, like, well, here and here, well, everything. When I came back to it, like if I got up from my desk and did something and came back, or even just sitting here working on a different spot and then coming back to it, there was this, it was like it was faded. And it was dull looking, and I said, polychromos aren't like that, are they? Maybe I just need to wear a glove, which does not help anyway. Maybe I've gotten the wrong one. It still smudges whether I use this or not. So I'll have to just go back to using napkin or tissue paper or something like that. Anyhow. So what do y'all think? Does that happen to you when you're using polychromos? Does it start to look dull and faded? Anyhow, so I just kept layering and layering and layering and layering, and I thought, how much more do I need to layer to get a vibrant color? I just kept layering on, and then finally I went for my Prismas, And I started adding that to different spots. I don't think I've added it to the roofs yet. Oh yeah, the roofs. Roofs? I erased what I had done that day. I'm not sure. I think they were purple. Yeah. And I decided to make them green to make them look like leaves, right? And then I erased as much as I could and put in more purple here. The purpley color, you remember? The light red violet. And just built that up and built that up. And then for my shadows in different places, I used dark sepia, and walnut brown. And in some places I used pine green as shadow. So on this part, though, I got out my sparkly paint. I never remember what brand it is, but it's like it was $15 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 30, 36. Yep. And you see it's dirty. I probably need to go clean it. Anyhow, so I used those on the roof of this one, and it was so dark. I go, no. So I went back with a white Prisma. And then I said, that's not good enough. Let me go in with a white Posca. I went in the white Posca, and then I said, well, let me try a darker paint. Let me try lighter paint. And it's still not exactly like I want it to, but like I said, I work until I can't stand it. The Huion is the best glove. Huion. Huion. Okay. Those roofs should be gold. Should have been gold. Looks like they stole Madonna's bra to make them. Oh, I don't even know how to react to that one. You know, Pickle, you just ruined this page for me. Thanks a lot. All right, they look like leaves, Pickle. Focus. Or maybe they look like pickles. Leaves. Let's see. Then when it came to the butterflies, I said, I'm just going to keep it simple as I possibly can. And I just used the red and the permanent carmine and beige red. And then I used some shadow colors on there. Then the background. I'll make it a short story. I looked on YouTube for a kind of background I wanted. It was too dark, so I erased a lot and then put white Prisma. Then I went lighter up here, and there we go. Well, I'm gonna try. I've got to try. I need to write down that that glove you talked about. Because if it's a glove that has 2 fingers, I can always cut the second one out. That's the whole reason I got this one, because it just goes over one hand, or it does go over one hand, one finger. So I labored a lot on this, but I thought, well, I did as much as I could, and then I ran out of time, so let me show you some of the background. This is where I mostly had to use there we are. I mostly had to use Prismacolor because it was getting annoying, and polychromos take longer to color something, especially a giant page, which I didn't have too much of a problem with, but you know, I needed to get this done. So I use Kelly, Apple, and Pale Sage. And the shadow here, and actually a little bit on the background, I used Permanent Green Olive from, and I used this only because I wasn't paying attention, and I picked this up and started using it, and I didn't have any problem with it, and I looked down and I said, I thought I was going to use Prisma on the background. Oh well. Alright. Oh. My back is bothering me today. So I'm going to lean back in the chair as much as I can, or when I can today. All right. What I did was I got my circles. Where are their circles? They're right there. I got these out and I started to use the I think I used the lightest color, or this one, and just drew circles in as much in a random place as I could. I actually experimented down here with the polys and it wasn't going well for me, so I abandoned that. And I've done a circle background before, but I would have to stop and remember how I did it. But anyhow, I did that. And then I colored like the lighter, I colored all the circles this pale sage. And then I'll do it here. I come in with the apple. I wonder if this would work. This little thing you put on the back of a page for the alcohol markers, because what's the other stuff I use? I can't even get to it. Tracing paper. It makes a lot of noise, but I think this might work. Let me sharpen this up a little. Roofs. My back bothers me every day, never a day of rest. I'm sorry, Kenny. I used to have a lot of back trouble, and then I burst a disc and I had to have a surgery. That was in 07. All right, this is the apple. So I just come in here. I mean, there's really no exact way. That one's probably a little bit darker than I want, so I'm gonna just go around it like that. That one's light enough. So I usually don't have the same back trouble as I did before. I think when I'm standing too much or sitting too much is when it starts to bother me. So I kind of make another circle on my own, and then I can that might be a little dark. Then I come in with this and I just cover over it. With the pale sage, and then I come in with the white. And it kind of fades it even more. So this isn't the way to do this. This is just what I figured out. So yeah, back trouble. Back trouble is not good. Let's try apple. Sorry. Sometimes I use the darker one as like a background, and other times I use it as an actual circle. Let's see. Oh, something else I did was when I was done with a section, I would take another color, one of them, and then go back over the top, kind of in random. It is so hard for me to do random. So this helps there to be like a different layer of the background. And if it's too much, then I can always go back over it with that and help it fade back in there. I was getting it too dark. One of the videos that I watched about this kind of background, it's got a name, I just can't remember it. I think it begins with a B. Or is it an R? No, it is a B. It's a B, no. They were saying to start light. Very light. And I didn't realize how light until I went too dark. So yeah, if you're gonna do this type of background, go lightly. What I should have done, should have done, okay, grammar, was go over to Elena, her videos, and probably in the Patreon. I'm not sure if she's got it out on YouTube. There's one she did in Fragile World. It was the butterfly. It was on the left side. And she did a background with circles. And so I did that. I think now that I've done all this, probably I would want to do this kind of background again, but not use circles. Just use sorry. And as soon as I start coloring, my mouth closes. Just do random squiggly things instead of circles. Because then you get this one down here that's most definitely a circle. I suppose I could I'm not sure that's gonna work. I might just need to leave well enough alone. But that's no fun. I can really still see that. It probably doesn't matter, but I'd like to try to see if I can't remedy that. After what I think ruined the butterflies down here, I said, well, I'm just going to throw everything at this page, try whatever. Just try new things. And it will be a learning page. And that's what it is. And there's no right or wrong way to do this. You just make layers. See you later, Dawn. Pickle, pickle, pickle. I hate getting crumbs on the back of the page because then it makes little lumps and bumps. Lumps and bumps. Lumps and bumps. Why I keep making circles, I don't know. Just for the fun of it. Where's my white? It's right there in my hand. So, all right, now let's work on this butterfly a little bit. I'm glad there's different elements in here so I can go back and forth between the two, or three or four. Oh, let me tell you this one thing I thought about doing with this butterfly was just to black it out and maybe black out this corner. I don't know. Lots of different things came to mind. I think I may just leave it and call it what it is. It's a learning experience. But I like how I did these other ones. Oh, I don't know if you can tell, but I put some Wink of Stella on the roofs here. Oh yeah, I was telling you about the roof. I used a lot of paint and different stuff, and finally I got to, it's okay. And then I decided not to do that with these other two roofs. I decided to use just pencil on those, and that's good enough. These butterflies are sort of zentangly, and I don't like that so much. Okay, so this one down here, I think I'm going to make I also put like sparkly pins on the butterfly, and I did Posca, and I really should have counted how many layers that I put down. Some of the places that I colored on here, there was so many layers of polys that I couldn't get any more polys on it, and so I switched. Gosh, I don't know why I sound like I'm smoking a cigarette. So it's having a learning experience on a page is kind of like free art class for myself. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Okay, what next? Okay. So, of those that are in the United States and celebrate it, how was your 4th? And for those outside the United States, well, I could ask you the same thing. How was your 4th? Well, our 4th wasn't anything special. I mean, we didn't do anything special for it. We leave that to the neighbors who don't follow the rules. and blow off fireworks. I mean, we don't go out and look at them or anything. We just hear it, and then the dog is scared. So I just kind of like, oh, when is somebody going to call the police on these people? I did not want to be the one to do it. Usually, nobody does, and no police officers come by. Probably, was it every night or almost every night from July 1st to now? There's been fireworks. They'll probably do it again tonight, just to round out their week. And what was I going to say? My brain jumps around so much. Anyway, no policeman's gonna come by, and because they couldn't get to everyone. If they don't even have enough officers to do that. They probably, I know what I was going to say. It was about almost every night, almost every night. In addition to hearing, I can't stay in the line for anything. In addition to hearing fireworks go off, I also heard a great deal of ambulances. I think last night it must have been close because it sounded the loudest. The other ones are kind of off in the distance, There, I just sharpened my tip. Yeah. And so every time I heard one go by, I said, it's probably somebody that got hurt from a firecracker or they're going to somebody who's doing too much stuff, like these so-and-sos are on my property, or they've damaged it, or who knows. Most likely it's injury. That's what I'm going to guess. I'm trying to do a little gradation thing on these. I certainly learned a lot about using polys. So Penny says nothing exciting. Yeah, that's just what we did. I've nothing against the 4th at all. It's just, we've been to the fireworks all through our daughter growing up. And I like fireworks, but I don't need to go out and see them. I can hear it. And then my cousin posted fireworks in his neighborhood. So I can watch them like that from the comfort of my own home. Did I just do that? I did. Oh well. Hope I'm trying not to get my fingers in the way. And I don't want to move the camera just in case. Just in case I mess it up. Bailey had so much fun playing with sparklers and those smoky snakes. Smoky snakes. Interesting. Is it like I probably don't need to erase this, but I'm going to anyway. Does the firework kind of wiggle around like a snake? There was a long time there when we just got sparklers, and then somebody said, it's illegal to have sparklers. I don't know about that. We just did it. We just did it. So we have a lot of pictures of our daughter holding sparklers and stuff. That time of your child growing up, and then suddenly they're not here. It's I don't like an empty nest. It's probably why I have so many dogs. Beep, 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 beep. Fun times 3. What is fun times 3? She would run in circles laughing. I couldn't help but laugh at her. Yeah. If I had gone to my other cousin's house, he lives west of us in Graham, Texas, close to Graham, and he always buys a bunch of fireworks and blows them off. And it's always fun. He's never hurt anything or anybody with them, and it's perfectly legal where he lives. But we didn't get to go down there this time. It was just too hot. I kind of wanted to go there for my birthday. I talked about it for a little off and on for about a month, and then I saw where the weather was going. I don't want to go down there in this weather. And my husband only got one day off. If if he'd have gotten 2 days or 3 days, like a 3-day weekend type of deal, then we might have gone. But when it's right in the middle of the week, it's kind of not quite as fun or easy to leave, so. So I'm just giving this a little bit of a layering. Just one layer. Just gonna see, did I mean to do that? Okay, now I'm gonna go back over. I need to sharpen that. I was going to try to start another picture, but this is taking so long. That I don't think I'm going to get to it. I suppose I could pick the next one to do. I'm thinking it would have been better if I had maybe made the butterflies purple and the houses red. Oh, I know why I didn't do that. Because it was going to look like Christmas. So, yeah. Oh, well. I think too hard. I really do. Sometimes it's okay to think hard. If it's enjoyable. Which it is. Let me see. Last night I was watching a live stream on Facebook, and it's a friend from way back. We didn't pal around together or anything, but she was always kind to me, so that's good. Anyhow, so she's doing her live stream, and it was for that $5 jewelry y'all see out everywhere. And I like going in there because she does games, and I like to hear her and participate, support her. I'm making a short story longer than it needs to be. Anyway, occasionally she says, "Oh, so-and-so wants such and such. I got that. Let me go look. Y'all just wait here." And in the distance she said, "I'm still here, y'all. I'm still here." As if we were going to run off because she's not there. But, I'd probably do the same thing. Anyhow, the first time that I got on there later, but the first time that she went out when I was there, she said, talks amongst yourselves. So I did that. I helped that along with, I asked a question. As if I was, it was one of my live streams. And then she commented and she said, "Oh, Leslie's asked a good question. That's a good idea." And then every time after that she went off, I thought of another question to ask, and I finally said, it's because I have a live stream. I have a channel that I live stream on, and I'm always thinking about what to talk about and all that stuff. So that was funny. Hey, Sue. Hey, Gail. On some of these, I'm trying to bring in some shadow. So I say, if you're having trouble with something, add a shadow. Just add shadow and something sparkly. That's my tip of the day. It's free. I usually charge for tips, but Anyhow, so I thought about that last night when I was asking you questions. I asked about the 4th. Did y'all have a nice 4th? What did you do? The other question I asked was, what's your favorite piece of jewelry that you've seen tonight? I thought that was just so funny. I guess I could just left that the way it was. That was really fun. Alright, I'm gonna take the sepia. Is that sepia? Put it. I got you in the middle. Then where there's an indication of shadow. Only the shadow knows. Not terrible. Not great, but not terrible. Oh yeah, I forgot to... I found that putting especially on these, that I use the lighter color on the edges of the butterfly wing, is to put a darker color, just slightly darker on the edge, and it kind of helps roll that edge for you. So that's kind of cool. I mean, it's not, you know, earth-shattering or anything. See, I think I'll make the legs red. Most of the time with butterflies, you don't have to worry about coloring the legs, but oh, you didn't just do that. No. I love this. This takes off a top layer and little mistakes. I just love it. I tried to go without it once and it just wasn't going to work. All right, I'm going to go with this Deco Peach. Kind of smooth that out. Y'all probably can't tell, but I can tell. I might actually use that here too. There we are. It is not the most beautiful butterfly in the world, but I was trying to stick to the colors of the palette that I picked. And I didn't use the blue. Oh, that's something else I tried down here. I tried using blue. The blue was not going well. I just chucked it. I erased it as much as I could, and anyway, so I was trying to go with these colors. And there's nothing wrong with these colors whatsoever. Maybe this is fine, but I don't know. I kind of wish I'd have done something different, but it's all right. I had to give it a try, right? Okay, I see two little leaves. Let me zoom just a little more. All right. When they're Thanks, Sue. Appreciate it. I think in general the colors work well. Probably should have picked something different for the background. Maybe I just can't think of what I would do differently. I could have maybe switched this to, maybe these could have been the red. And then we could have had purple. And then the yellow down here, yellow orange down here. And maybe the greens, kept the green. So anyway. This is leaf green. I'm gonna have to turn this or I'll shake way too much. No, I didn't. I started with the darkest one. All right. I started with pine green. And this is really too small to bother, but I'll at least go through the motions. Although I showed you the other time how I did a leaf, so It's all right. Yeah, check that. All right. Then I used olive green. Thanks, Kenny. Come back over it with this darker one. It's all right, you know. There's definitely elements of it that I like a lot. Despite Pickle's interpretation of the roofs, I like these roofs here. Sorry. This one and this other one. And I like the leaves. Butterflies, I don't know what I could have done differently with that, so I could have made this lighter part. I could have made that black, but I didn't want to have a ton of black on the page, and that would have been a ton of black. So then I come in with permanent green. Yeah. And just color a little more. And then the last one, which is leaf green. Imagine that, coloring leaf green. Oh, I suppose I could have made the leaves a different color, but you know. Now I'm going to go back with the medium, the permanent green olive. I can make some shadow with this one. So there's that. Let's work on. All right. For this, hey, True, Angela. If I said that too loud, my husband might say, "Is our daughter here?" Hey, Shannon. I think I told you how I was doing this last time. Start out with, well, yeah, Venetian red. Oh, my stomach's right on time. I just wanted to darken these a little. Hey, I just thought of something. Decaffeinated. Yeah, I didn't have a second cup of coffee today. Would y'all like to see a picture of me and Steve at our wedding? Well, I know I have it here. There it is. Here you go. Let me see if I can get this into the camera properly. No, you're gonna see the light. You're seeing the light. I suppose I could cut it off for a second. Oh, it's too dark. Anyway. Ah. I'm going to play around with the focus here. Ooh, wrong way. There we go. These are my parents, and those are Steve's parents. I was 21, just turned, and he was 23. Kenny, I think decaffeinated still has some caffeine, but not too much. So his dad was a minister and a missionary, so he married us. And Steve's mom passed away in December. Yes. So this dress it was one of those cathedral length. And the head thing was irritating. But anyway, yes, Steve was really skinny and had these light reflecting glasses. That was it. Now I gotta fix the focus again. Okay, and turn the light back on. Why does it still look hazy? Did I touch the lens? Surely not. All right, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can't clean this lens. Oh, the sheet. Shannon, I'm such a ding dong. Why is that fuzzy right there? Is it dirty? I know. I'm doing that to myself. Duh. This is why I need you here, Shannon, to straighten me out. I think too much. I think so much too much that I overthink. I can't think of simple things. That's so funny. Oh well. We all do dorky stuff sometimes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Good thing she's here. Oh, brother. All right. I'm going to go lightly over those with the same color. I thought about doing a page with just one color, but you know, I haven't thought about it so much that I have done it. Though I think I need to. Just to see how it would come out. So if you're going to go with monochromatic, is there any rule about using white and black with that? I mean, you're technically still using just one color. You're just making different shades of it. I mean, I guess there's no rule. But I mean, what have y'all done in the past? Alright, now I think I'm going to use this color again. Well, at least I made y'all laugh today, if nothing else, right? I could have said, oh, well, I did that on purpose to see if y'all were paying attention. This is beige rose. I found that doing it this way, coloring up and down like that, helped to create like little marks on the branches, like they were there, you know, as part of the branch. Yeah, of course, if I did choose to do, I think I will pick, you know, blues, because blue is my favorite. I like green, but after this, I'm kind of tired of green for the moment. Yeah, I think I would want to do blue. That would be awesome. Where was I? Oh yeah. This is walnut brown. I decided to add a little bit of another color because this really needed brown. And well, I just deepened the shadows here. Ooh, I just thought of a great analogy for the oily pencils versus waxy pencils. It just popped into my head. So, a wax pencil is like a sprint, and an oily pencil is like cross country. Or what is it when it's longer than a sprint? Just a run? I don't know. So I could say 50 meters, 100 meter dash is a Prisma, and the 400 and 800 and all that is all the longer one. What do you think? Does that sound pretty good? Blue is her favorite too? Well, that's awesome. I just keep going back and forth between the three colors that I'm using. And who's using the pencil? Okay. I don't get it. Was that a reference to something I said and obviously forgot? Oh, I did that part down there. Wah. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, I see. You are right. For me, I can say for me, Prisma, I would say, is more of a 400, just one time around the track. Yeah. Because I do layers on that too. And polys are very much a long distance. That's the word I was trying to find. I'm suddenly like doing my nails. I get so distracted. Somebody told me last year, I think you must be ADHD, adult ADHD. Well, it would explain a lot of things. Yep. Now I'm going to try to make a little shadow here with the brown. I mean, I could use the black. I will actually use the black in a minute. I think I'll just not worry about the antenna there. One thing I like to do is round the edges of branches to make them look rounded. I didn't put the darker brown here. Oh, they do. I wonder if, sometimes is it truly ADHD or just OCD, anxiety. I mean, I guess it's all those things. Can be all those things. I think I want to use more orange here. An orange. This is Venetian red that's sort of orangey. Go back over the shadow with that color. Most of the world has some form of it. I think that is probably the case. The world is so busy that it's got scatterbrain. pretty good. I don't know if I'm gonna. Well, I still at 25 minutes. It's not bad, it's not bad. Okay, Steve, just a cleaning? Yeah. Okay, good. He's going to the dentist to get his cleaning. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm way up here. It's harder to stay in the camera when I'm zoomed in. Okay, there's that. Hey, I might actually finish this on camera. That would be amazing. Alright. Now I've got to use my magic greens. I do actually have more pale sage. So I don't want them to be sharp because then they'll make lines. Alright, I think instead of making, since I have the opportunity, make these more more squiggly shapes. I do like the circles, but this page I think needs something else. Eraser. It's probably not going to work very well. Yeah, that's not going to do it. Just kind of. There's so much distract stimulation. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I mean, I'm certainly guilty of having too many distractions in my life and not focusing on the important stuff. In fact, I'll share this with you. I started playing Sims 4 and, you know, having a good time playing it, but the time I spent on that it just sucked the time. And I think, do I need to spend that much time on this game? And I've nothing against the game or playing it or anything. There were definitely parts of it that I liked. But I would just feel feel bad that I had spent so much time doing that and not what I like to do, which is color or a chore or whatever. And so this morning I just deleted it off my computer altogether. And at first I was gonna just play it whenever what's her name Jazz was on. And there was a while there, like a week went by where I didn't bother with it, but then I started playing it more, and it is addicting. And there's so many aspects to the game that are fun, but I just I'm not sure that I want to spend that much time on this game. I would rather spend it coloring or chatting with people or whatever. And so I just got rid of it. Yeah. I made up characters of me and my husband, and I would switch back and forth between them, but I wanted to make sure they would get married, right? So I had them meet a lot and talk a lot and flirt a lot. And then finally, there was an option for proposal. And so I picked that and had Steve's character propose to my character. And the more I talk about it, the crazier it sounds. And then I had them have a baby. And it's like, I just had to give it up. It's life simulation. You make characters as you get jobs out of, go out, have fun, make babies. Yeah. I had my character paint and be an artist because I do that too. And I like the decorating of the house and that kind of stuff. But it just got to be too much. I mean, when I was in there, my attention was completely in there. Like the world just faded in the background. And then when I came up for air, as it were, I looked at my watch and said, man, where did the time go? I suppose if that was my only hobby, I might do something about it. I might do that, but anyway, my sim didn't like my proposal, so I went and got married and had a baby with a neighbor. Oh no. I did appreciate the okay, this was funny. So my character was pregnant, and I appreciate that they actually show the baby bump and all that. I mean, it really resembled me. I was really big 'cause my daughter was really big. And so I took my character into the baby's room. This is before the baby was born. And had her look at stuff around the room. And then I went off to have Steve do something. I don't know what it was. But then the sim took over and had my character try on different clothes and get really angry. I was like, what? I leave her just for a second and she's freaking out. So I had my husband's character real quick go in there and express devotion or give a compliment or tell a joke, all that stuff. And then my character felt better. So I thought, this is nuts. And when I took that game off, I felt so good. Okay, then the last thing I did down here was made shadows. I don't know why I picked using a green. Yeah, notice there was like, my characters were constantly flirty. And you couldn't fix that. I just had them go do regular stuff around the house, flirty or not. And I think, why are my characters constantly flirty? I could have had them, I'm not sure if this was the green I used. I guess it was. I don't think it was this lighter one. That's going to be too dark. I'll just come out with it. So, yeah. Hey, Callie. Yeah, I think I'll use this lighter one. Let me start over here. If the extra packs that you can get were like $5, I probably would have. This is not dark enough. I would have bought the one with the horses in it and the pets, but I wasn't gonna spend any more. I mean, I didn't spend any money at all on the game, but I didn't want to spend my money on that. And $40, even $20 was too much. I go, what? This is how they're making their money. I mean, I don't fault them for wanting to make money off their game, but I mean, they get you addicted to the game, and then it's easier to just open your wallet and say, here, take my money. Take my time away, please. Anyway, I just decided it wasn't worth the fun that let me see, how do you say that? The fun of it wasn't worth the time that it took away from me. I think, though, my favorite thing about the game was the architecture stuff and the decorating. That was fun. I had like a western, southwestern living room like I have here. And what else? What else did I have? The kitchen was more of a it was bright and had some metal and marble going on in there. And what else? The dining room was pretty much like the living room. The master bedroom was had more green earth tones in it. And the baby's room was green with, some other bright colors in there, like yellow and blues. Yeah. The bathroom, master bathroom, I made it look like it was underwater. Like it had the portholes and it had the wall and the floor were all like this, what do you call it? Watery looking material. And then I had a teenager room, and it was like black and purple with these funky looking lamps. I didn't adopt a kid. I could have adopted like a teenager and that would be their room, but the baby was interesting. I'm very glad that they had breastfeeding in there. Sorry, did I say that on Open TV? That's okay. Of course they blurred it out, and you could have chosen to give them a bottle, but I did it that way. And then you're cooing at the baby and you're making them, you smile at them and talk to them and things like that. And I go, this is so weird. This is so weird. Hey, Connie. Thanks for coming in. We're just talking about how nuts Sim 4 is. Okay. I think that's it. I'm sure I could do more on these branches over here. I want to make this more rounded. Oop. Yeah. I think I must have put more orange on the other side. I say orange, Venetian red. All right. See, this part faded. Do y'all get that with these polys? Because I would come back and start coloring stuff again. I can't do that on there because I've got sparkly stuff. Yeah, I'm tweaking. I'm tweaking. Just wanted a little more shadow on there. I mean, you can't really tell from that far away, but there we go. Oh, how about I zoom out? Woohoo! That might be too far. And look, is there something on the lens? That's too funny. Oh, no problem. I'm done. So I like how I did this background more than I did this background. If I wanted to, I could come back with not that color. It was right here. That's weird. It like disappeared. Anyway, I was going to use the darker one. The Kelly green. Anyway. Come back and add another layer of yeah, I really would rather have used that other one. Oh, it's right there. It's hiding. It was hiding. Something like that. Okay. That's not what I wanted. Okay, so I've got to go, but I appreciate y'all coming in and learned a lot from this page. It's so green. I like the slight shadow on the edge of things. I probably could have deepened that with black. Gone in here and popped it out of the page. I may do that. I think I might do that. Thanks everybody for coming. And probably won't see y'all tonight because I've got classes, unless I say hi in between. Y'all have a great weekend.